Hi everybody, Sarah Bundy here from All Inclusive Marketing. I just wanted to introduce you to Laura Patterson, who is the president and founder of VisionEdge Marketing. For the last 20 years, Laura has been helping businesses such as Cisco, ING, and Southwest Airlines help move them forward with their performance measurement and management. Laura, thanks for joining us today.
Sarah, thanks for having us. It's really fun to be able to talk with someone in Vancouver.
Appreciate it very much. And today we wanted to talk about a few different things because of your area of expertise, which is actually improving and proving data, analytics, process, and measurement for different companies. And I was hoping today you could talk to us a little bit about what is performance measurement. Could you first start with answering that?
Absolutely. We're on to one of my favorite topics. So just to put things in context, performance measurement is part of performance management. You know that old saying, if it's worth measuring or managing, if it's worth managing, it's worth measuring, and people manage what they measure. So, you know, that kind of goes together. And performance management is a discipline designed to measure the progress, whether a person or a group or a company is making toward achieving the specified result or outcome. And so performance measurement is really about measuring that progress.
Okay, cool. So what is performance measurement? Why is it important to businesses out there?
Great question, Sarah. So today, marketers more than ever are being asked to communicate how they are contributing to the organization. What is their value? What is the impact of the investment the marketing organization is making on behalf of the company? So if you want to be able to communicate that value, that impact, that contribution, you have to measure. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter whether you're in marketing or sales or any other part of the organization, every function is being asked that same question, that is investing money on behalf of the company.
Okay, fair enough. So as an industry professional and someone who's been doing this for 20 years, helping businesses out move forward with this, what are your top recommendations for companies who are going to be implementing performance measurement and management into their overall strategies?
Another really good question. So first of all, I've been in sales and marketing, and my career spans over 30 years. And one of the things that I've always paid attention to is what is the C-suite talk about. You know, when they're in the boardroom or they're in the break room, or whether they're around the coffee or the water cooler, what are they really talking about? And what they talk about are things like market share and shareholder value and customer equity and, you know, category ownership, those kinds of things. And so marketers have a tendency to talk about marketing related things, like it's particularly today, and I know you are very engaged in everything that's happening in the online world, so open rates and click-through rates and followers and fans and views and all those things. And we have to help translate the stuff we do into something that's meaningful to the C-suite. And so when we think about all the things we can measure, and today it's more and more and more, right? Especially as we get into unstructured big data, we then need to be able to somehow or another communicate the relationship between the things we do and the things the C-suite talks about. So with that, looking at what we have learned, so for the last 11 years, we have been doing a study on performance measurement for marketers. And we've asked the question of the C-suite, how well is your marketing organization doing on its ability to measure and communicate its performance? And those that do really well, what are they doing better and differently? And we've learned that there are 6 things these sort of best-in-class or super dog, leading marketers really do. The first and foremost thing they do is alignment. So Sarah, they know how to create direct line of sight between the things that they invest in and the marketing activities they manage and the business results that C-suite talks about behind closed doors or, to the rest of the team. The second thing they do and have consistently done over the same period of time is around accountability. And this is really selecting the right metrics, figuring out how to convey those metrics in a meaningful way, typically in a dashboard, to the leadership team, and to use that information to make strategic decisions about marketing and to the organization, to know what isn't and isn't working, to essentially run the marketing function like it's a business. The third thing they do really well is they are really honing their analytical skills. You know today from all of your own experience, and I'm sure this is true for many of your listeners, there's whether it's Google Analytics or social media analytics or email, our campaign analytics, or wherever you're capturing that information. So today's marketers have to have analytical muscle. And so the data and analytics capabilities, not only in terms of infrastructure, but in terms of skill set, right? The next thing is really around tools and processes. So those best-in-class marketers, they're putting in the infrastructure they need to manage their processes. They're putting in the systems, the tools, and of course adding to the skills. And they're forging really good alliances with IT and finance and sales, because those are the key entities for managing and helping not only the performance management and measurement, but the entities that they are communicating back out to and supporting internally. And then lastly is they're just obsessed with continuous improvement. They are doing everything and anything they can to close their gaps when it comes to measurement and management. So those are the things that we are seeing. Is that helpful?
Absolutely. I think that's fantastic. And I think a lot of people will take those and, be able to start a bit of a strategy working with it. So thank you so much for putting forward your top recommendations. And Laura, what is the best way that people can contact you if they'd like to reach out to you?
Well, VisionEdgeMarketing.com. That's a great place to start. You can access all the articles that we are frequently asked to contribute. We've got white papers and case studies. And of course, they can reach out to me directly at Laura P. Laura P. as in Patterson at VisionEdgeMarketing.com. We'd love to hear from them. And if we can be of any help, we'd be honored to do so.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much. And if anybody listening is interested in reaching out to All Inclusive Marketing as well, we are your full-service performance marketing agency. We can be reached at allinclusivemarketing.com. Laura, thank you so much for your time. It's really fantastic to see you again, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Sarah. Have a great rest of the day.
Cheers.